Tiny homes are another way for the rich to cosplay being poor. Mm, yep, I said it. I said it. Okay, I said it. There are many instances in history of rich people pretending to be poor. One example is Marie Antoinette and her famous garden, where she had servants in little houses that would do all the work of taking care of the land for her so that she could just kind of do whatever she wanted and frolic around the fields and the lake with her friends and have tea parties, but not actually put any of the labor that it takes to grow a garden or to keep a piece of land nice. That's just one example of the rich pretending to be poor. Another example would be Kim Kardashian and her shenanigans, her certain photo shoots, stuff like that. Another example Another example would be Balenciaga and their like homeless clothing line. So there's many instances in the past of rich people pretending to be poor, and I think it's because they want to relate to the commoner without actually putting in the work. Now, do I think tiny homes can be great if you are just want to be more explorative about where you're going, what you're doing, and have living in a smaller house? Sure, go ahead. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that a lot of rich people will buy, oh my goodness, a tiny home on wheels. A tiny home on wheels is called a trailer. But adding a few extra pieces of wood and a couple of extra windows doesn't really make that much of a difference. I mean, if it's built well, it makes a difference. But it's still like, um, what? What? So I think one thing that's just kind of like weird with this stuff is that people just want to cosplay. They want to be like, "Oh, look at me! Look what I'm doing!" Oh, or like another example. You guys are gonna hate me for this one, but another example would be Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey's father is very, very wealthy, and I, from what I understand, she does have some trauma with her mom. So I'm not saying that she can't do this, but she like lived in a trailer park and then people were like she actually has the money to not be in a trailer park, so it just felt very disingenuous. She wasn't actually this hardworking Southern Americana girl. And I mean, she can work at Waffle House, she can live in a trailer park, she can do whatever she wants, but she does have a lot of money, and it's just kind of weird when celebrities pretend that they don't. I mean, Adam Sandler teaches his kids, and like lives in a pretty like nice but smaller ish house. And I respect Adam Sandler for the fact that he is trying to tell his kids that living in a big mansion and getting whatever you want is not real life and it's not sustainable. So I can appreciate him for doing that. But most celebrities just, it's so disingenuous. It's so weird. There's so many like hipster millennial types that are like, oh, this is my tiny home, my my 200 square foot home, and blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with kind of coasting coasting the U.S. for a few years and living in the back of, I mean, like just exploring and like living in the back of your truck or in a trailer. And I mean, if you do live in a trailer, like, I don't care, but I just don't like it when rich people pretend that they're poor. Am I saying that they should have a private, like, jet and a mansion? No, but there's a good middle to everything. Okay, Balenciaga, stop telling people that they need $3,000 homeless man pants. Kim Kardashian, stop with the weird, just, actually, just everything. Just everything stop, I think, you know? And then, um, And people noticed. Like Marie Antoinette got executed because people noticed um how she was kind of hoarding the wealth, and people notice Kim Kardashian's disingenuous photo shoots, and people notice uh Lana Del Rey's controversies and stupid like high fashion weird stuff that they do, and people are like, "Oh, tiny homes take a lot of work and they actually like need maintenance, and you have to like pour out your pee and poop bucket, and you have to get a giant water tank, and you have to get more gas, probably diesel. You have to like be in a little space." And then I think the worst part when when these people who are rich have kids and they force them to like live in a van or in like a tiny house or whatever. It's like people live in trailers because they don't have any other choice. It's not because they're trying to prove a point or be cool or be a hipster. So, guys, this whole rich people pretending to be poor or people not realizing how much hard work it takes to be sustainable, cook your own food, live in a small house or on a house on wheels, um, et cetera, et cetera. It takes a lot of work, and I think the internet just glamorizes it. But at the same time, we glamorize these celebrities, we give them a platform. So it works both ways. But I just wanted to say that, how kind of like weird it is that we are just like, oh yeah, I'm going to pay $300 for something in China that took 2 cents to make. And oh, I can't believe this really like A, B list celebrity is on a farm. Wow, I guess I should be on a farm because it just looks so cute and cozy and easy. And as somebody, I do not have a farm, but as somebody who would volunteer with horses, it's not that easy. Pooping, like scooping up poop that makes you gag at 8 in the morning is not fun. I mean, it's definitely useful. Like it's definitely something that's good in the long run. But I don't think people understand that waking up at 5, 6 a.m., even earlier than that, to go tend to the crops or to go tend to the animals or to go feed the chickens is not easy. So I just hope that people don't try and idolize cabin life or tiny home living or actually think that these out of touch celebrities are being genuine. And there's celebrities that are not out of touch, but I think most of them are. So just don't put them on a pedestal. Don't put any way of life on a pedestal. Like, I personally do want to have quite a few children and be sustainable and make meals from scratch, but I want to do those things to be healthy. I don't want to do those things because some person on the internet is showing how aesthetic it is to be sustainable. Like, that's not real life. I want to do it because it's hard work, but I know it's worth it. I want to sow and reap my seed, you know? So that's all I have to say for now. If you guys have any examples of people idolizing certain ways of living, especially those that are harder, let me know in the comments and have a super awesome day. Bye!